Howdy guys, Dexstar here from Dexstar.net with another lesson for you. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying the channel, guys, and click that little notification bell thing, and that will notify you of all the new lessons that are coming out. And remember to like this video if you like this video. So, right, let's get into this. This is the Pat Boone, Debby Boone. This is the kind of go-to fill if you're not sure what fill to play, because it fits with most things, and it's a very common fill. That you hear, you'll hear it on, all kinds of songs. You'll hear it, drummers just playing it if they're just playing in a band, and they just want a fill that's going to take you to the next section. The Pat Boone, Debby Boone is the way to go. It's a very safe fill to go for. So let's have a look. How to play it. To start with, I've written down on the sheet music here just a basic groove. So I'm going to show you this just for you guys that maybe don't have a groove to work on. This is just an easy groove just to try the Pat Boone, Debby Boone with, because this is the thing. It's no good just learning a fill. If you learn a fill and just keep on playing it, it's useless. So I remember I learnt a linear chop once, and it was the first linear chop I learnt, and I was like, this feels amazing, but I couldn't actually do it in a song or with a groove. So I would sit there when my friends were tuning up their guitars, and I would play this linear fill, and I'd be like, huh, I'm a good drummer, but actually I couldn't do it. And then I'd play in the band, and I'd be like, not quite sure what to play. So this is the thing, that fill was absolutely useless to me until I tried practicing playing a groove and then playing that fill. So this is why you want to always try your fills with a groove. So this groove that we've got written down here is just bass drum and hi-hat, then a hi-hat, snare drum and hi-hat, followed by another hi-hat. So it's just a basic pop groove. And that's the groove we're going to try the Pat Boone with. Then we're going for the Pat Boone, Debby Boone. Now this is the fill. Here's what's going on. We're starting off playing a right hand on the snare drum. That's Pat. And then we're playing Boone on the first tom, so another right hand. So the first half, Pat Boone. I don't know who Pat Boone is, but it sounds cool. Pat Boone. So just going from the snare drum to the first tom. And then the Debby Boone is you're going to be using two sticks now. Right, left on the snare drum, and then a right hand on the floor tom. And that's Debby Boone. So again, Pat Boone, Debby Boone. All together, Pat Boone, Debby Boone. Now, here's the important thing. I've taught this fill to a lot of students, and there's a general common thing that goes wrong, and obviously you guys are learning this off the internet, so you've got no one to watch you at the minute. Make sure you're playing the right sticking. Make sure you've got the rights and lefts in the right place. Very, very important. So if you want someone to check this out, I do give lessons, but also there's, you might find a local teacher in your local area. Find a good teacher to help you, to watch you play these things. Make sure you're doing it right. I can't stress how important that is. So let's have a look. Even if you're not near me, if you don't have a local teacher, I do Skype lessons as well. If you'd like to have a lesson, it works like this, but I can see what you're doing and I can say, no, wrong. Or I can say, yes, you got it. That's going to help. So all the lessons, all the info is on my website. Anyway, quick pun, done. Let's have a look. Back to it. So we're going to play Pat Boone, Debby Boone, but the sticking is right, 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 left, right. Very important that you get that right. So you've got four rights, and there's a little left that sticks itself in there right towards the end. So right, 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 left, right. Only one left hand. Might seem simple, but if you're behind your drum kit right now, trust me, you might start getting that wrong. You might play right, 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 left, or so right, 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 left, left, right. That's a common one. Don't do that. So dum. So you can see it sounds the same, but you want to keep it so your right hand is always moving. That's the idea behind this, and that's going to help you to play your fills faster. If you've got two lefts in a row like that, that will always slow you down. It's much better to play right, left, right, because you can then move across the kit. So whilst you're playing the Debby Boone, right, left, right, as you play the right hand, your right hand can then start moving while your left hand plays, so that by the time your left hand's finished playing, your right hand's ready to play the floor tom. Right, left, right. If you were to play something bad like this, left, right, right, you see it's the same notes, but you're having to play left and then right, right. And as quick as your right hand may be, you're never going to get that quite as fast as filling that little gap with the left hand. So very important you get the Debby Boone right, left, right. So anyway, enough of the stressing, let's try and play this with the groove. So the groove, you're just going to play the groove and then you're going to play the fill. Now here's the important thing here and why we have to practice this with a groove. It's important that you get the right speed. So if I play the groove and then I play the fill, way too fast. If you play that with a band or with a CD, it just won't work. So quick example of this, don't do this. You can see if you're playing in a band, the guitarists are going, and it throws everybody off. So you see, very important you get the right speed. And the speed of this is, you take it from your hi-hat. So if you're playing a groove, and this is your hi-hat, so 1, 2, 3, your Pat Boone, Debby Boone, if you say Pat Boone, Debby Boone at the same time, Pat Boone, Debby Boone, Pat Boone, Debby Boone, that's the speed of your fill. So Pat Boone, Debby Boone, Pat Boone, Debby. And if you're playing with a metronome that's counting along 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll see it will fit with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. If you want to play along, I'm going to count you in now, nice and slow. Try and play along with me just to help you stay in time. So we're going to play the groove once, and then the fill once, groove once, fill once. If you don't get this first time, wind the video back, try it again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, here we go. Pat Boone, Debby Boone. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pat Boone. Try hitting the crash, and that will finish off the phrase. So you play the Pat Boone, Debby Boone, and then hit the crash with a bass drum to finish off the phrase there. If you want to practice that, just play the Pat Boone, Debby Boone, and then crash and a bass together. Pretty cool. Very important, right, 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 left, right. There's only one left hand in there. Now, if you're still struggling with that, keep on repeating the fill. So it's just a repetitive exercise, this. I just want you to keep playing Pat Boone, Debby Boone, Pat Boone, Debby Boone. Right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right. And you'll see the right hand never stops. That's what the right hand's doing. And the left hand just fills in on the Debby Boone. And that'll help you to internalize that a little bit more. And that's your Pat Boone, Debby Boone. So, hope you enjoyed it. Right, just to finish off, I do this in all my lessons. I'm just going to do a little bit of a solo just to show you in a more musical context how this thing works. So, this is what I want you to do with it. Take that very kind of basic groove we got at the beginning, and then make it more complicated. Take your own groove, any groove you already know, and try and fit it in there. Here we go. Bit more of a complex groove. Here it comes. Went for 2 Pat Boones. Ooh. And there you go. So, Pat Boone, Debby Boone. A lot you can do with it. Try and just get used to the fill. Make sure you're exercising it correctly. And then when you're playing in a band and you're like, you ready, guys? Here it comes. Pat Boone, Debby Boone. And you absolutely nail it. That's what you want. You only get that with practice. Watching this video is not enough. You've got to sit at home and work on it. Remember to subscribe, guys, if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you for another lesson sometime soon.